you weren't gonna drink Nespresso before, you certainly will now. If I drink it, maybe I'll turn old hands. Welcome back to Joe Man's Land. I am in Toronto. Man, I have to say, I just love flying on Thursdays in the early evening. I mean, just look how smooth this flight was. But yes, like I said, today we are in Toronto and I'm just sitting in the hotel room right now. I gotta get through some work first, but after I'm done that, we are gonna go out and do a little bit of street photography in Yorkville, which is the old town in Toronto. So I'm gonna drink this coffee, get my work done, and I'll see you guys on the streets. It's pretty darn cloudy and honestly, probably not gonna get a ton of good photos. It would be nice if it was a bit clearer, but there's a lot of smog, there's a lot of clouds, it's pretty humid. So yeah, just not seeing a ton that I want to take photos of. So we'll do a little bit right now and then we'll do a little bit more when the sun gets a bit lower. And one other question you might be wondering is what camera am I using right now? Because it's not my usual S5 II. No, right now I'm shooting through the Sony ZV-1 with a selfie stick and the Ulanzi Wireless Mic. Sometimes you just have to get a photo of a crane. I kind of like how industrial this is looking. Man, that is one fancy looking water feature. Let's get a photo. Man, golden retrievers really do have the best personality. Yes, with my camera completely sauced by that dog, 100%. The thing you have to love is the commitment to Christmas in like January, like late January. Like that, it's not even close to December still, but that's okay. We love it. And I just love how we can get like the reflection here of everything that's going on over here. This is like whole area is just super cool. I love how much art there is. All right, so what are the thoughts so far on street photography in Toronto? I'm loving these sort of like little nooks I'm finding with lots of art. I'm kind of in like the luxury shopping district right now, which I'm sure you can tell from my natty attire is definitely not my vibe, but you know, it is really interesting. And I think, you know, when you have days like this that are super gloomy, you have to get a little bit more creative, right? You have to start looking at cityscape and thinking, okay, lighting's not there. Now I'm a tourist. I'm just gonna look for cool stuff to take photos of. So, you know, I think it's been pretty good so far. I'm definitely gonna be interested to see how the ZV-1 does in low light. So we'll just keep walking around, scoping out some spots for a bit later. And then once the sun gets a little bit lower in the sky, we'll get back out and keep shooting. Also, it's funny, I bought this wide angle adapter to use on the ZV-1 rather than using a selfie stick. But I find like 99% of the time, I'm using the selfie stick because then I can set my camera down because it's like a monopod, it's got feet and it's pretty darn good. And I also like how there's no warp then, and I can shoot with full stabe on the ZV-1 without having to compromise on the image quality. So. remiss if I didn't stop and take a photo of this really cool Chanel store. I love the old form factor with the awnings. That's really cool. And also just the yellow bricks just look really awesome. So let's get a quick photo of Chanel. Everyone, so we've made it to nighttime here in Toronto, and I'm already liking it a lot more. I'm actually just pretty much retracing my steps from earlier today. That's really why I went out. I mean, earlier the lighting wasn't very good, just was trying to see where I could go. So we're gonna head back to Cumberland Street. From what I've seen, it's kind of like the high fashion area of Toronto. So we're gonna go back, run it back, and see what the ZV-1 can do at night. So one of the things the ZV-1 maybe doesn't get a lot of love for is its low light capabilities. Now, I'm not here to say it's gonna beat your full frame camera. It never will. That's not what it's designed for. But I would have to say that out of all the compact cameras I've tried to use, it works the best in lower light. It's just awesome. And maybe that's something you want to share in the comments below. Maybe you've got experience using a different compact camera that you think beats the ZV-1 in low light. Either way, comment below. Folks, well, let's wrap this video here. I definitely enjoyed shooting in downtown Toronto. Again, it was a quick turnaround time. That entire video you saw was just over 2 walks here in Yorkville, which is the old town in this city. Overall, I definitely have to say that this area seemed relatively safe for street photography, but maybe you are new to photography and you're wanting to learn more about how you take street photos in your community safely. If that's something that interests you, check out the link below. I've got a link to my course I built with Austin, as well as a free pocket guide that you can download right now. Anyways, let's wrap this video here. I'm heading back to Calgary. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember to take beautiful photos every single day. Don't do it for the views. Do it for yourself. And I look forward to seeing you all in another video, which I'm very excited to talk about more super soon. Whew.